Hello and what's up? My name's Trent. How are you doing? I'm doing okay, and I apologize for the lack of uploads. I'm gonna go kind of into a little story before the story today, and I'm truly embarrassed by this gameplay. Like, I just killed myself right there because I was like, I don't even know if I can live with this. But I'll explain that in a second before I get into it. And it's really a shame because this is actually a pretty good gameplay considering I suck, and it's on this map that I don't know the name of, and it's Demolition. So yeah, and I'm using a sniper rifle. But anyways, to explain to you exactly what happened, um, well, it started out with me playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 with my friends, and I was playing, and my mom came in and she said, "Leave the door open," and I didn't even hear what she said because I had my headphones on, and then I was like, my mom just told me something, but I don't even know what it was. For all I know, she could have just said that she was gonna fist me in the asshole, and she heard me, so she proceeded to run upstairs and punch my door open like she was the fucking Incredible Hulk. Like, I literally thought she was about to bust out of her clothes and turn green. But she'd be the Incredible Hulk with boobs, so hopefully she would keep a bra on or something, because that'd be a little scary, seeing some saggy Hulk nipples. But anyways, sorry for putting that image in your head, anyone. But she took my headphones away. She yelled at me, as you could imagine, I was yelled at pretty bad. I'm not allowed to say stuff like that. And haven't gotten my headphones back yet. She also took away my controller. I got that back. But then then I was up at like 5 in the morning or something. And I can understand if it's on a school night or something, but it's summertime. I'm just trying to enjoy myself. And she wasn't going to have none of that. So she ended up taking my whole entire TV away from me, so I couldn't do anything there. But then my friend, he brought over like a spare TV, and it's been sitting in my room, and somehow she didn't notice that. So I can at least play a little bit, but it definitely sucks when it cuts off part of the screen. So that's the explanation of this really poor quality, because I'm recording it from this little TV with like a total of like 8 pixels or some shit like that. So it's pretty terrible quality, but I apologize. I hope you can live through it, and it's really a shame that I get my TV taken away when I show this gameplay, because it's actually pretty good for a sniper. Like, I mean, I'm not, not quick scoping a whole lot, but I do get a decent amount of kills, so. And that doesn't happen very often, especially because I don't really like this game. I literally never played anymore. I play Modern Warfare 3 more now than I do this, and I definitely played Modern Warfare 3 way more when it was out. I just literally never, ever play this game. It's kind of like I played Black Ops 1 first, and I played that game, and it sucked. So it's kind of like when you are totally DTF and you can't get anything, so you take like the ugly chick down the road, and then you see Modern Warfare 3, which is like your hot stepsister, and you're like totally gonna bone, and then you bone your hot stepsister, and you're like, oh god, and then it was so much better than the ugly chick down the road that it's like 12 times better than it might have been, and then you try to go back to like, you know, like the ugly chick down the road that just got a little bit prettier and learned how to put some makeup on, and you're like, okay, like, I might, pinch your nipples, but after a while, the only pinching I'm gonna be doing to those nipples, and I'm gonna be like taking a shit bag and like pinching them with that, trying to keep them together so I don't have to see them. It's probably not too ugly. And by the way, that's a pro tip, by the way, to anyone that feels like they have to pee. And you know what, I'll just mention that later because it has to do with my story. So, without further ado, in this long fucking intro, I will get into my story, and it's pretty embarrassing. It's kind of like goes with the theme of stories from me being a kid, except for I was not a kid when this happened. It's kind of a quick story, so I'll just tell you how it is, slap it down right on your faces like some baloney when you're naked on my bed with mustard because I'm making a sandwich out of you. But anyways, as I was saying, and fuck that hit marker, I was sitting in my room one night, asleep, probably dreaming about donkey fucking or something strange like that. But I was sitting in my room, sleeping, and I had a dream, and I remember this dream, and the beginning wasn't important, you know, it's just like whatever, you know, nothing special. But then in the dream, I was like, man, I have to take a fucking piss. Like, my penis is literally about to explode from the pressure of my piss right now. It's like high gauge water hose or something like that. So I really, really had to piss like a fucking racehorse. So, being me, I go to the toilet in the dream and I start taking a piss. And, you know, I don't realize it's a dream. You know, I just think I'm about to take a piss and it's about to feel good. So I start pissing, and then I'm like, man, this is kind of strange. Like, it feels like it's going on my leg or something, but I see it dropping in the toilet. So I'm so confused about what's happening. I think it's some pissception or some shit, like Inception, but with your pissing. I don't even know what to think. I'm extremely confused. And then I kind of, you know, get that feeling of like exiting the dream, and I do. I wake up and I realize that currently I am pissing on my leg. And it's not like I was 5 years old or something. This literally happened like, I don't know, 6 months ago or something. I don't know, I just randomly remembered it. Don't know why. But yeah, a little bit embarrassing, but I definitely was pissing on my leg and my underwear. And the worst part is, it didn't just kind of, you know, go on the, it didn't just kind of go in my leg and on my underwear and stuff. It definitely seeped through and went on my bed. I don't know what it was. I mean, and it kind of sucked after that because, you know, I had to get up, rip my sheets off. I had to sleep on the floor. Oh, kind of bad. But yeah, I definitely pissed the bed. Pretty embarrassing. The what it kind of looked like at first, and kind of like what I'm used to, is if I'm this is so inappropriate. Probably I shouldn't be talking about this, but if I'm stroking the sausage on my bed, if you know what I'm saying, and I start to sweat, I'll like literally be sweating down my ass, and wherever I was sitting, there'll be like a fucking puddle. Like it'll, oh, holy shit, it'll literally be like a little swimming pool or something. I expected to come back and see some little fucking duck family like sweating my ass sweat or something like that. Because it happens. It happens. Honestly, it does. But pretty embarrassing. I did pee the bed. Accidentally though. I honestly thought I was at a toilet, but it was just a dream, a sham, a lie. Oh, thank God I wasn't dreaming about like sex or something, and I started thrusting my penis in between my couch and comforter, and just the next thing you know, I get a little mayo between my bed sheets. So thank God that didn't happen, but it was still pretty embarrassing. I had to clean my sheets and all that good stuff. But as I was saying, pro tip from earlier, if you have to pee and you honestly can't hold it, just grab a chip, like a chip clamp, like I was saying earlier, and just chomp it down right on your skin there. I mean, if you're circumcised, that'll be a little bit harder to do. But worst case scenario is you could just take a bobby pin and get it together that way, and then you can chip it with a clamp back. I mean, it'll hurt, but I mean, if you're totally about to get laid by a chick, then you know you can hold it in better. Of course, if you're gonna get laid by a chick, I don't see why you'd want that when you're about to pee anyways. Because as soon as she lets the clip bag out, you're basically gonna take her like flying away. Like the pressure's gonna be so hard that it's just gonna thrust her against the wall. And the next thing you know, she's passed out in a puddle drowning. And so unless you're wearing your life jackets in that situation, it's pretty dangerous. I'm just ranting now, talking about something that doesn't matter, as usual, of course. And I start to fast forward here because nothing really happens, and I just need more time to talk. So I will end it here. Give a little outro, even though there's nothing to say other than I appreciate your support despite the fact that a slight lack of videos. And also, I was going to do actually this a few days ago because I got that crappy TV a few days ago, but then my sister's been around, so you know I can't do anything. But now I can make this video, and I can also watch The Notebook in my room and cry, and she won't know what I'm doing. So that's good, as always. I can do all that fun shit, and I think I'm gonna go masturbate. So I appreciate you watching this video. Sorry about the shitty quality again, but of course I appreciate your support as always. Thank you for subscribing, liking, and favoriting, and you know what, don't even favorite, what's the point? You know what, YOLO, swag it out, and you know, leave me a comment, something sweet, make me feel good about my life. Other than that, thanks for watching, I hope you have a fucking great day, and I'll talk to you later, bye.